For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. It is written in the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 5. And so it has been. Many people have come already, claiming that they are the incarnation of Christ, and have deceived many already. But these people wouldn't have been deceived if they knew that God's loving nature in our flesh is Christ, you see. There is no individual personal flesh person called Christ that walked the earth. Christ is simply God's loving nature. Christ's name is I am salvation. The salvation is I am. I am is God's name. Name means nature. The salvation is simply God's loving nature in us, come in our flesh. You don't believe me that there was no Christ walking on the physical earth? Well, let's find out, because in the scriptures, Christ will tell you himself. Go to Matthew chapter 24, verse 23 to 27. Then, if any man shall say unto you, Look, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. Where do you look with your fleshly eyes? In the physical world, right? For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Now I ask you, in which world do we perceive or practice signs and wonders? Might it be this physical world, which is the world of signs, of manifestations? You see? So the elect cannot be deceived. How? Because the elect are spiritually minded. You see, they know that Christ is come in their flesh, not outside of them in the form of a physical, individual flesh person. You see, that's how you end up getting deceived. But if you are of the elect, you cannot be deceived because you know that Christ is in you. So anybody can come, whoever wants to come in the physical can come to you and say that he is Christ. You will never be deceived because you know that Christ is in you. And no, both can't be the case. You can't sit at the table of the Lord and the table of devils, meaning you can't be spiritually minded and carnally minded, fleshly minded. That would mean that you are double-minded, and Christ tells you to be single-minded, because a double-minded man is unstable in all of his ways. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. Now I ask you, is a desert and a secret chamber, is that a physical place that you can go to in the physical world? He is literally telling you, God's loving nature in the scriptures is telling you that if somebody comes to you and tells you and asks you to come with them, look, Christ is in the desert, in the secret chambers or wherever, in Burger King, I don't care. He is telling you to not believe them and to not go with them. Don't believe people who tell you that Christ is come in the form of a singular flesh person outside of you, in the physical world. For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Where's the east? In the east the sun rises. The sun is symbolic of light, of truth. Didn't Christ say, I am the truth, the way and the life, I am the light of the world? The world is the nature, your being, your inner nature. You see, the light, the lightning, the truth, the realization of the truth, Christ, God's loving nature, rises in you, in the east. Your inside, your inner world is the east. Outside of you is the world of darkness, the world of ignorance, the flesh, the world of outward appearance. You see? The world of the carnal man, the world of the flesh man, the carnality. You see? Let's move on. John chapter 4, verse 23 to 24. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshippers shall worship the Father, who is God, who is love, in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. What is spirit? Spirit is consciousness, you see? In spirit and in truth. Spirit is consciousness. Consciousness is the truth. Consciousness is in you. The light, the truth is in you. What is the opposite of spirit and truth? It is flesh and lies. Flesh. Flesh is the outward appearance. Can you see this with your fleshly eyes here? This? Can you see this? That's outward appearance, you see? The true worshippers worship God inwardly, because God is a spirit and he dwells in your flesh, not outside of you. God is a spirit, verse 24. God is consciousness. And they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth, in your consciousness, which is the truth. Romans chapter 1, verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie. The truth of the spirit of love. Love is consciousness, a state of consciousness in you. Heaven and hell are states of consciousness. They are not places you go to. And worshipped and served the creature more than the creator. People are worshipping a false idol, a false god. That 3D idol picture of Jesus that you see everywhere with the long hair, the flowing beard, wearing a Roman toga and sandals. Do you know where that image comes from? It doesn't come from the Bible. If so, please put into the comments the verse that tells you that Christ looks like that. So that image comes from Caesar Borgia, who was the homosexual lover of the Pope. Let that sink in for a moment. If you say that that is the Son of God and you worship him as such, you are worshiping the homosexual lover of the Pope as Christ. Let that sink in. As you can clearly see, it is all in you. It's not outside of you. Don't let people deceive you. If you believe Christ is come in the form of a singular flesh person outside of your flesh, whereas he is come in your flesh, you will be deceived by the Antichrist. Because, big surprise, the Antichrist is going to look exactly like your 3D Jesus idol picture. Period. But like we read earlier, the elect cannot be deceived because they know that Christ is God's loving nature in them.